Hi, my name is Amir Manzoor. I am here to present my presentation. The topic of my assignment or the presentation is exploring the pedagogical practices in an early childhood settings. When it comes to the introduction of my project, the goal of this case study it was to investigate how education strategies they are carried out in early childhood context and to see how ideas from education theories used in actual teaching. So I would be in earlier working with the team and interviewing the early childhood leaders as a part of the study. The focus was on pedagogical and theoretical backgrounds as well. The main areas which we explored in this assignment was the assessments and planning practices and the learning environments as well. While the last one was the leadership and the other one. The next slide is context of the service. Little explorers, the early childhood located in the diverse suburban areas with the multicultural families. The center, the many families they are having the multiple source of the households creating need for consistent full-time care as well. So it also involves the high level of family engagement through regular events and parents meetings and the digital communication as well. There are multiple events which can be like Diwali, Harmony Days, and NAIDOC week into their last session to help students as part of their the community. The center for also focuses on caring for nature by growing the gardens and recycling, hoping to teach children to care more and more about the environment for a young age. The next one is pedagogical approach. We can see there are few learning environments. First one is play-based learning, and then the inquiry-based learning, which follows by the elements of Reggio Emilia. Little Learning's current they blends a number of proven pedagogical techniques, which involves the play-based learning services as a base of the planning, both free and set activities that is acknowledged how much play matters in early years. So the early learners they also use inquiry-based learning, which lets the curiosity of the childrens with the best of time as well. The center also uses the Reggio Emilia model, which focuses on children's own strategy, which supporting these the approaches. It involves the social interactions as well as the key factor of the highlighting the socio multicultural technology or the theory which calls and the teachers to actively join in and support children's learning. These theories also involves the how the teachers can plan lessons that match with the child's as every child has its own mental techniques and they have their own characteristics involving from one child to another child. So it can be it can't be the same with every child. Theoretical foundations in practices. Um, there are a few theories which has been discussed in this practice or in this assessment. The first one is the um, Vygotsky sociocultural theory, which is then followed by the Paget's constructive theory, and then Braun-Feldman theory, and then there is the link to all these practices. First one was scaffold the learning during the group discussions and play. For example, the example of this one is the children building a city with blocks with the teachers. They ask guiding questions to extend their thinking as well, which is followed by the another theory in which hands-on experience allows the children to actively explore and learn. The example of this one is this sensory play with water and then sand encourages the different kinds of experiments among the different children so that they have vast experience allowing these kinds of the effects. And the next one is the leadership insights. The early teachers early learning teachers they have to be they have to be have the leadership skills so that they can the strive for ongoing curriculum direct meetings among the staff and be sure that practices meets the new EYLF 2.0 and NQS requirements as well. By providing continuous help to staff, the leaders help everyone join forces, ensuring lessons are similar, and then all the team members share the same educational goals. Their position includes the mentoring and coaching beginners education, which supports the development of confidential and high quality teachings. The centering inclusions and curriculum decisions, they include input from families and special support to provide for children with similar needs, daily life requirements as well. Um, Assessments and planning. The learning stories with different kinds of records and checklists and digital portfolios. It also includes the regular observations from different individuals and group learning, which is followed by the planning cycle, and then parent contribution, followed by the outcome as well. Parents' input is the most important the factor in this regard, as it can increase the conservation surveys and online platforms, and followed by the shared family goals and cultural insights. Teaching strategies is the next one, and curriculum planning as well. These are the most important factors as well. Teaching approaches put kids at the center and adapt to suitable for their development as well. The teachers in the classroom, they focus on what inspires children and what they can motivate them to work more effectively. Activities such as guided circles for stories, music groups, and games, which with the collaborations with each another, can be a crucial factor. For example, students, they did a small group science experiment that helped them to develop the time frame and critical thinking. Open-ended questions, modeling questions, and extending play. These are also influential as well as the visual aids, props, and hand-on materials. Next one is learning environment. There can be indoor and outdoor, which with safety and supervision also involving in both indoor and outdoor. Indoor environment, as we all know that which used to be playing inside as compared to the physical environment. It can be a warm, welcoming spaces with natural lights and soft furnishings. It also includes the sources with diverse cultures and liability and abilities. The outdoor environment, it includes natural large airplay environment with sand, pit, gardens, beds. It also has the quiet spaces provided for rest and self-regulations. But the safety and supervision is very important in both these environments. Professional practices. There are a few kinds of professional practice which has been adopted in this early childhood assessment. Learning outcomes and teamwork communication, inclusions and diversity, the cultural celebrations integrated into curriculum, individual learning plans created for children with additional needs, and families active in encouraging through events and feedback loops. Critical reflection, the vital connection between theory and daily practices enhances children's learning outcomes, and thus the impact on future practices, like the commitment to ongoing practices and collaborative teamwork. It also includes the approaches to meet our children needs, and then the professional growth, which we all know is very important. Conclusion. When it comes to conclude my project, we have a very strong connection between pedagogical theory and practical thinking. With effective leadership fosters a supporting environment for every child, because it varies from one child to another child. It also includes a safe learning environments, what kind of environment a child can have a can be competent or can be confident with as well. So it all depends on depend of the physical environment or the virtual environment we allow. This is the reference slide of my presentation, and that's all from my side. Thank you.